Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the Royal Tramp collection released on Blu-ray from Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So as we see more and more Chow Sing Chi films coming out, courtesy of Eureka Video and Idiot Films, the next on the list is the wonderful Royal Tramp 1 and 2, here released as the Royal Tramp collection from Eureka Video, which is just wonderful. These are two of my favourite Chow Sing Chi movies, and probably two of the best that both he and director Wong Jing have done together. I can't deny they are absolutely hilarious, but also very, very epic in their execution. Let me just crack this open quickly before I jump into sharing with you when I first saw these movies, of course. Okay, let me quickly peel off that plastic. It's quite a sticky. There we go. Here we have it, some new artwork from Darren Wheeling, which I quite enjoy. Very, very colourful and a bit more full compared to some of his other stuff. Of course, there are some extra wee bits there that I would have perhaps changed and utilised some space, but definitely one of his better outings there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, jumping back, of course, I would say honestly it must have been 96, 97 when I first borrowed Royal Tramp 1 and 2 from a friend. Not just a loose friend, but someone else who was a massive collector. And of course, we hadn't quite hit the DVD market. We were both into our ex-rentals. We were both into getting bootlegs from the advertisements at the back of Impact magazine. And he had lent me Royal Tramp 1 and 2. It was dreadful quality. I just remember thinking these movies aren't really that good, because the quality was quite poor. Later on, of course, then I did manage to pick up the DVD versions here, the entertainment DVD releases from Hong Kong, and thoroughly enjoyed them. Have to say it was quite an upgrade. Still not perfect in any sense, but I mean, what a cast. You've got Chow Sing Chi, of course, Bridget Lin, Charlotte Chung Man, Nat Chan, Sandra Ng, Elvis Choi, Kam Kong, Damien Lau. It just goes on and on and on. The list is endless, and Ching Mi Yu, of course. There's so many things to love about these movies, and they can be quite overwhelming if you are not kind of up to scratch with Canto humor and so on. But they are adapted from Chinese novelist Jin Yong, I think. Chinese novelist Jin Yong, yes. So they're almost like, yes, they're adapted from his novels, but they're also kind of spoofing the very genre that it is set in. They're almost spoofing Ching Su-tung's like swordsman movies and others like that. And in fact, there's some scenes, if I can remember correctly, in here that really do spoof his films, which is ironic considering he is the action director. He obviously had a very good sense of humour. His movies, of course, are genuine wuxia classics. They are fantastic, and he brings that same energy and fight action to these movies, because from what I remember on those DVDs, I had a blast watching them. So now I'm super excited because these are 4K restorations of both movies. Absolutely wonderful that they've been put out here for the first time, pretty much getting a release here in the UK. I don't ever remember seeing them get a release here, which is just wonderful. But yes, lots to love. Really funny. But very intricate to a point. But if you're a fan of Chow Sing Chi, it is just going to blow you away. It is fantastic. This is cute. I really like this. There's a lot of nice colour going on here. Some nice characterizations of the characters in the movie there. Darren has a very different kind of art style to the likes of Kung Fu Bob, Tony Stella, obviously, and of course Sean Longmore. and his stuff can be hit and miss, but the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm enjoying it. Okay, so yes, we have the epic 2-part wuxia comedy, which is wonderful, written and directed by Wong Jing, the hardest working man in the film world, I would say, without a doubt. Both from Hong Kong to Hollywood, I think he is absolutely the hardest working filmmaker ever. Okay, with this release, with this special Blu-ray edition, released for the first time ever in the UK, we have got a limited edition O-card slipcase featuring new artwork by Darren Wheeling, brand new 4K restorations of both films presented in 1080p HD across 2 Blu-ray discs, original Cantonese audio tracks, optional English dubbed audio. I'm just going to say, you cannot watch a Chow Sing Chi movie with an English dub. It just doesn't work. It's all about him and how he delivers that Cantonese. Okay, optional English subtitles, newly translated, brand new audio commentaries on both films by Asian film experts Frank Zheng and FJ DeSanto, brand new audio commentaries on both films by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arna Venema, archival interview with veteran Hong Kong actress Helena Law Lan, forgot she was in there also, wonderful woman, probably the hardest working woman in show business, without a doubt. Courtesy of the Frederick Ambrosine Video Archive, 2 archival interviews with Wong Jing about Royal Tramp and the Jin Yong novel that the story is based on, trailers, plus a limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writings on the film by James Oliver. Wonderful. Region B, and 110 minutes on the first movie, 98 minutes on the second movie. Very, very, yep, pretty much the same there on the DVDs. Which is interesting, because often when I say that the Blu-ray runs for a bit longer, often about 4 minutes longer, people say, oh, it's a technical difficulty there when they're transferring it over to the Blu-ray. It's 4 minutes in difference, because of the technicalities. But yet these two are the same, so I'm kind of wondering, where's the difference there? Any hoodles, let's slide this on out here, and inside we get a totally different cover, which is wonderful. I'll just pop the O-ring to the side here. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to share that with you in a second. Oh, this is lovely. This is really put together very, very well. Kind of reminds me of the Disney Mulan animated setup and designs and discs. Inside here, of course, you got the two discs there. And of course the booklet over here. That's a really nice cover on there. Let me just slide that out. And here we have on one side Royal Tramp Part 1. With the text on the back, of course, and some clips. And on the other side there, Royal Tramp Part 2, which is a much wilder movie, I think. The action really kicks off more so in Part 2. There's a lot of action throughout the whole thing. But if I can remember correctly, it's Part 2 where it really goes a bit bonkers. I'm going to keep Part 1 in there just because I think that looks quite a bit nicer. So, of course, Stephen had done a number of movies similar to this period, and Hail the Judge, Lawyer, things like that, and quite a few actually. I'm really hoping that either Eureka or 88 go down the lines of putting out Flirting Scholar from this kind of period. I do think it is absolutely one of Stephen Chow's funniest movies, without a doubt. But these for me are absolutely Wong Jing and Chow Sing Chi as a pair, as a working couple. I think this is 2 of their finest movies, for sure. Okay, let's get that book out there quickly. Because I'm excited to get in and see these. I really am. Dying for a good laugh today. The front cover. And on the back, of course, Yen Shi Kwan, who, again, I forgot was in here. There's so many. Honestly, the cast is friggin' massive in this. And it does play like a Hong Kong who's who. Okay, let's see. In here, we have some lovely poster work and artwork. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, so many. Michelle Reese in there. Fanny Yuen, Vivian Chen. Derek Wan, of course, as the Emperor. But yeah, I mean, there's some wild stuff in here from Chow Sing Chi. He was a comedy. He is a comedy genius. He just is taking, obviously, a bit of time out. I mean, does the man need to work anymore? I think Hollywood totally fucked him over with Dragon Ball Evolution as the producer on that. I think it was a kind of a blow to him somewhat. And yeah, although I am really enjoying his directorial works at the moment. They're just kind of taking their time in getting out there. Very good. Looking forward to checking that out while watching the movies. That is all I have to show you with this though, and I am going to go now, watch them, put them up against the DVDs. I'm going to put a DVD on for about 10 minutes just to let that quality sink in, then check out this new 4K restoration and come right back to let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the Eureka Video Blu-ray release of Royal Tramp 1 and 2, and this is quite possibly another of my favourite releases from Eureka of the year so far. The 4K restorations are absolutely gorgeous. I have never seen these movies look as good as they have done here, and I have never enjoyed them as much, and on many levels, both in their original language format and with the audio commentary with Mike and Arna. I had a great time with them, probably two of my favourite commentaries from them on the movies. Great fun to listen to, but overall that quality was just fantastic on both movies. They look friggin' stunning. I can't wait to go back and watch it again. I haven't watched it yet with the commentary with Frank Jeng, and that's what I will do for the third watch. I will go back and check it out with his commentary because I just love these. These were so much fun. I don't even remember them being as entertaining, believe it or not, on that bootleg video or even on those DVDs. This was like a brand new watch for me. Absolutely incredible. Both menus of both discs look exactly alike, pretty much utilising Darren's artwork there, which looks pretty cool combined here. I really like what they've done there. It's really nice. The menus are very colourful, simply laid out as Eureka does. I much prefer this to that slidey bar that 88 do often. The interview with Wong Jing here on disc 1, there's not a lot apart from the two audio commentaries, and that there's a short interview with Wong Jing and the trailers, of course, which are pretty cool always. But this first part of the Wong Jing interview runs for about just over 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes or less. But pretty cool to listen to and pretty cool to watch. Quite a serious piece with the man. I didn't think he would be as straightforward with these interviews, considering the kind of movies they are, but it was very interesting to listen to, and that also carries over onto disc 2, sorry, I should say, and that runs for just a wee bit longer, maybe 10.5 minutes, just under 11 minutes, but that's like the second part of the interview. It's an SD, it's not great quality, but it's very watchable, don't get me wrong. Again, if you watch those interviews first, you'll see footage of the movie cut throughout it. Watch that first, then go into those movies and see those restorations. They will just leap off the screen. They are incredible looking. Such funny movies, honestly. And then there's the interview with the incredible Helena Lawlan. I mean, I just adore this woman. She is incredible. Her filmography, I think it's like 400 plus movies. And that's just movies, not even television. She is an amazing actress. Absolutely wonderful. But she does an interview for around 14.5, maybe 15, just under 15 minutes in length. Wonderful to listen to. It's from 2006, from the Frederick Ambrosine archives, of course. But great to listen to her talk about her career and about her movies. Absolutely worth checking out. So if that alone, but the quality of these movies for their debut release here in the UK and Ireland, absolutely a double thumbs up for me. This is well worth picking up. Out soon from Eureka Video. Friggin' get it, because you'll be sorry if you don't. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.